Hello, everybody. How's it going? Oh, man, it has been a long day. It's been a good day overall, though. How is everyone doing, though, so far? It has been a long time since I have sat in front of the camera, it feels. I also realized I was running around upstairs so much trying to take care of everything that I completely forgot to fix up and get everything ready. But oh, I forgot I was doing this for a minute to show off to someone else. There we go. Welcome in, Aslai. Welcome in, GUI. Oh, Hero Endy. How's it going? 50, what? Oh, it was 46. 46 streak. That's pretty crazy. Also, Hero Chevy. What's up? How's it going? Oh man, it has been an absolutely crazy last week for me. Hey Emu, how's it going? Yes, you would be 100% correct, Emu. So for those who don't know, so for this whole last week, I actually spent basically every single day in Chicago. And I was there for Pokemon Go Fest 2026. So for those who don't know, Go Fest in particular, I can especially tell by, yes, I know, my arms are very red. In particular, my arms are probably the worst. My legs were okay, but it wasn't that bad. And my face is a little red too, but mainly I wore like a huge brimmed hat for a majority of it, so it wasn't that bad overall. Let me do, I forgot I need to pull up this too. Let me pull up photos, pull up the album, and stream Go Fest. Here we go. Yeah, I've got it now. But that tan line, I know the tan line's bad. You're right. It's pretty rough. But 75 stream streak, heck yeah. But yeah, so for those who don't know, Pokemon Go, it's a mobile app you can download where you can catch Pokemon in real life and walk around your actual location to be able to catch Pokemon. Once a year, they do one really big festival where they will rent out a huge location and anyone around the world can come and play Pokemon Go or wherever we go. This year in particular, they did in Chicago. And so that's what Mage and I and another really good close friend of mine all went to and did for this whole last week. It was a heck of a lot of fun, and I have so much cool stuff to show. So I'm actually, instead of me immediately jumping into Legend of Zelda today, we are actually going to be jumping first into kind of just like all of the cool stuff that happened. I was wanting to kind of show off a few things. It's probably going to be 15 minutes to a half an hour, depending on how long and if anybody has any questions. But I was wanting to talk about that. So if you're here for the game, hold on a little bit longer. We'll get there. But yeah, let's see. I mean, yeah, I've had worse tan lines in the past. I've had some that are very strictly defined, like a solid line. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. I've shown a little bit to some people earlier when I was on the voice call in the server a little while ago, which, just in case if you haven't already and want to, Prauvo, please, will you? Thank you. Happy that you're still able to at least watch, even though you're not physically here. But yeah, feel free to jump in. I hop on and do video or do voice calls and throughout the day, every once in a while, here and there. And you can catch me there as well if you ever wanted to play more games. But to kind of go through, so the wife and I, we were fully expecting to drop a lot of money on everything Pokemon Go related, because we knew there was 3 different things that were happening. Okay, 3 different shops that were opened. The first one was the in the park at Grant Park pop-up shop it was a pop-up shop Pokemon Center. And then there was also another one that was rented out within an actual mall up in a little bit further into like the main downtown Chicago, which that was the Pokemon Boutique. So it's primarily did all different furniture, or not furniture, all different fabric stuff, clothes. Yes, that's it. And then the last thing was the museum. The Field Museum was doing a Pokemon Fossil Museum exhibit, and it is so cool. If anybody lives close to Chicago, it's like $18 for entry, and it is phenomenal. It is absolutely amazing. It was great. So we knew that we were gonna be dropping lots of money on lots of merch. So I brought over all of the individual stuff. We bought a couple things that are like duplicates in particular. So I'm only showing some of the things that like we don't have duplicates of. I'll make note on if we had duplicates of it and it's on the other table. But yeah, it's pretty great though. I had a tan line from my cleats that have a sock line or a sock like top, and it was higher than my sock, so everyone could see. Oh, that's the worst. That's a rough one. That's a pretty bad one. So without further ado, why don't I show off some of the stuff in particular that I got. So let me first table a little bit closer because it's going to be a lot. So, okay, so first things first, let's do clothes, because I got a lot of really fun stuff in particular, and I just realized, oh no, it's right behind me. So first things first is the thing I'm probably going to be wearing all during stream today. So this was a specialized pre-order sweatshirt that you could have gotten, I think, at the boutique, but because we pre-ordered our tickets and paid for every single add-on there was for our tickets for GoFest, we got this zip-up hoodie, which has the first off the crest Pokemon GoFest 2020 or 2026, and then on the back has Mewtwo, because this time around Mewtwo was the big focus for the event. So it was a lot of fun. It was really, really cool because we were able to catch a lot of Mewtwo's in particular. So there was this, which is my new favorite zip up jacket, because I don't really have like any zip up jackets. So I am very happy about this. It is very, very comfortable and very, very soft, as is actually, ironically enough, all the clothes. Everything that we bought was very, very high quality, and surprisingly, and we paid for it. We paid for that high quality in particular. I was also mistaken for having a face paint. Bad bird. Ooh, that's never fun. The worst ever burns that I got was a 2nd degree burn on my shoulder when I was a kid, and it was during like the hottest time of the year, and it was horrible. But yeah, that's pretty rough, dude. I'm sorry, Huey. But okay. So there's this that I got, which I absolutely love. It is super soft. It is very comfortable. So the next thing in particular, you know what? I'm going to do this here a little bit later. Let's do the rest of like the more generic shirts. I'll keep all of this right here. So, okay. The next up was a shirt that Mage got. Mage got a Ho-Oh shirt, which is really, really cool. Did it burn so bad? Where I couldn't sleep or move. That's basically what mine was. It was a really, really bad burn, and I really couldn't sleep or couldn't like rest at all, because it was just any type of amount of like, even if I had a shirt on, it was irritating and it hurt like crazy. It was bad. But yeah, so she got this in particular, which was really, really cool. It's a very nice long sleeve shirt. We didn't get fried this time. Yes, it's true. The first GoFest we went to back in, oh my gosh, which GoFest what year was it, sweetheart, when we went to Vegas? Been a minute. It has been. Chevy, I don't know if Mage actually knows exactly who you are in real life. Yeah, I know it was Hoenn Tour, but I can't remember what year it was. But anyways, it was Hoenn Tour that was being done over in Vegas. 2023, thank you, that's right. So that was a heck of a lot of fun. But yeah, no, that year, or that Hoenn Tour, oh my gosh, we fried to death. It was bad. We had so horrible burns. But I also got this. It's the shirt for GoFest this year as well. So it's the exact same thing as the back of my sweatshirt, but it's just a shirt. So if I don't want to burn up to death, it'll be great. The next thing in particular was a button up. You can't really see it very well, but it's a button up Hawaiian t-shirt with Ditto and Pelipper. Let's see. I'm trying to think in particular. You know what? I think I'm going to do this for right now. Hold on. Let me do webcam. Let me see. Open preview on. Nope, that's the wrong one. Open preview. There we go. All right, so now I can. That's not it. It's Alt. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me. There we go. It works-ish for right now. So yeah. So now you can see a little bit better. So it has Ditto and Pelipper all over it. And it's a very, very nice fabric as well. I doth be Astelai, sister. It's very well been a minute. It's true. I picked it out. Oh, yes. Yeah. Mage literally grabbed it and just like handed it to me and was like, you're buying this. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. Oh no, I don't have the 2 shirts that we wore during GoFest. If you want to bring them down, you can. But I have another button-up shirt that I wore during the second day, which is, it has iCUE and Bergamite on it, and it is a really, really cute. They must be shown. Sounds good. They're dirty, so I mean you can't smell them, but they smell like us, but sweaty. But Whooper merch. There was no Whooper merch. Period. There was nothing. I'm very surprised about that too. But let's see. The next thing in particular is this was the GoFest of 2023 that we never did actually get. We never got the shirt for this, but it has the big thing in particular for this one, or for this GoFest was you could get thanks, Mega Rayquaza. This was the first time that they introduced Mega Rayquaza and is like one of the best megas in the game. I got one of those shirts, and so did my wife. The next up is the clothes that my wife just threw on top of me, which, where did it go? Oh, there it is. So the other things too, why anything? There was nothing Luxray either. I will say, okay, first off, you have to recognize there's well over 1,000 Pokemon, and they could only curate a couple because they couldn't have everything. I know, it was pretty lame sauce. So this is another one that we got. This is it's an Espeon athletic shirt that the wife got because Espeon is one of her absolute favorite Pokemon. It is nice and stretchy. It is very comfortable from what she told me. And then this is the button-up Hawaiian t-shirt with Bergamite and iCUE and everything. This one is so soft. It is so comfortable. I absolutely love this thing. I will be wearing this all the time on stream. It is so nice. Next up is another hoodie. I had to get something that was like generic Pokemon Go. So I ended up got this, which is another pullover hoodie. And it has the crest for Team Blue, Team Mystic, because that's the team I'm on. And the embroidering in particular is a very, very nice embroidering. I know you can't really tell or see, but the fabric in particular they use is very, very, or the threading that they use is really, really nice. Let's see. Next up is, I had to get this, and I'm actually going to take off my headphones for this because what I ended up getting was a baseball cap with ya boy Snorlax, which I am very happy about. So now I have a Snorlax baseball cap. And it looks really weird whenever I see myself basically without any hair, because it's pretty funny. So I got this. I'm really, really happy about it. For the most part, though, I'm probably going to be keeping it right there. And then the other one, too, this is what the wife got, but she might be giving it to me. Don't know. We'll find out. It is another baseball cap, or actually, this is a flat brim hat. Flat brim cap, but it is in the style of the second gen games. Thanks. I meant Aslan's brother. Fair enough. Oh, yeah, Mage. I meant Astalai's brother. Yes. So this hat, you can't tell, but this fabric in particular is so soft. It is so comfortable. I absolutely love it. And we're in the middle of ads. So dang it. I'm going to hold off for just a minute. I'm going to actually, I might just take this off for a bit because I'm starting to get really, really hot. I forgot how hot everything gets down here. So I'm going to actually take this off for a bit. Let's see. Let me get a couple, the next couple things in particular ready. Can't show that off yet. So let's see. We are still in the middle of ads. Oh, huzzah. Drink some water while we're at it. Ah, there we go. Let's see. So we have this, which will be probably the next thing I show. And actually, I probably should show this too. This would be important as well. We'll show this. Something just fell. That is important. I should probably grab it. Dang it. We're just getting back. Hold on. Just put it right here before it's gone and lost forever. All right. There we go. I have returned. But okay, let's see. I think everyone should be back by now, hopefully. Everyone let me know if you're back in particular. Let's see. I don't see anyone writing back yet. Maybe I just might wait like another minute or so. Drink some more water. Ah. I'm not back. Ah, I see. Thank you, GUI, for telling me that you're not back. And I know you're a liar because I kept asking it and you responded. So therefore, welcome back. Anyways, so the next thing in particular, the next article of clothing was my hoodie, my pullover hoodie for the Fossil Museum, which also, again, super comfortable, super nice, very, very nice fabric. And this one has the Prospector Pikachu. And you will see a lot more of him here in a little bit too. I want to step him to see what it sounds like. Pshaw, no. So, okay. So that, and then kind of one last thing that's kind of a fabric, kind of lumped into that is I got a nice little solid, like nice little small, kind of just like a little side, or like a little satchel. Comes with a nice, really solid strap. This is what I actually used a lot during the second and third day while we were there, because I did not want to be carrying around my massive hiking backpack all through all the rest of the days. So I actually used this because I just put my power bank in there and my water bottle, one of them, and then a few snacks and stuff. It was actually a really, really great buy. I'm happy that I got it. It's just the perfect size to be able to go on just like a nice little small day walk. And it makes it so that you're not having to carry a ton of stuff. But yeah, all right. Onwards to the next thing. And actually I just realized, let me do it this way. There we go. Gives me a little bit more room to be able to, you know, present right here and stuff. Actually, wait, no. I probably should, we're just going to do that for right now. Sure, why not? So, okay. So next up are, let's see. I'm debating on whether I should either do... I don't know, actually. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the other, like, minor stuff, and then we'll get to the big haul. The part that we got a lot of stuff for. So one thing in particular that's kind of fun, we, because of the fact that we went to the Pokemon Boutique, bought a bunch of stuff, and bought a bunch of stuff at the pop-up store, and a bunch of stuff everywhere else, we got a bunch of different cards in particular, where we can actually have, like, our actual in-game avatars within Pokemon Go, wearing the same exact stuff that we bought. So we have all the different cards for that. No, I'm not showing you the back of them because I still need to redeem some of them, which is funny. But so yeah, we got those. And then as far as the rest of things go, I never mentioned this beforehand, but this water bottle I specifically bought. Of course, don't know. I'm not giving that to you. So this water bottle I actually specifically got for GoFest. I never mentioned it. I never said it, but I left it blank on purpose because we got a lot of stickers to be able to put on it. Normally speaking, I don't like putting stickers on my bottles, but for special events like this, I enjoy it. So, let me go through, I guess we'll do Mage's first because I have all of her stickers right here first, and then we'll get to mine. So some of these are going to be duplicates because we actually really couldn't find that many great stickers. There were some that were like extremely expensive, but they were very, very generic, which we were kind of upset about. So this is the first one. This was one that we got from when we were on, it was first, ironically enough, it was Amazon. Amazon was there doing a partnership with them. And if you did a certain amount of things, you could get a free, nice, small Pokemon 30th anniversary sticker, which was kind of fun. So there was this one. Next up is we went to the Lincoln Park Zoo to do some Pokemon going, and we got this. It's a bunch of giraffes with with Lincoln Park Zoo, which is fun. Next up, actually the rest of the stickers we have are all ones that we got specifically at the field museum. So first off, she got an Aorus sticker, which I thought was really cool. She also got a Tyrantump sticker, but it was like the fossilized version of it, which I think is also really cool. And then we also, through another portion on the park, or in the park itself, we were able to get a huge sticker sheet of a bunch of different stuff for the field museum, which was also really fun. We actually got 3 of these. So we're using both on both our water bottles, and then we'll go from there. And then one other thing too that the wife got as well, she also got a new journal. She likes to keep a daily journal. So of course we had to get a new daily journal that was Pokemon themed because you had to. It was a good time. And then let's see what else is there after that. There's all of mine, which here. Let me see. I'm trying to think. There was something else I forgot. Let's see. All right. And then these are the ones that I got. Let's see. I already showed that one. And I can show all the other ones that we have too. So I have this one, the Pokemon Fossil Museum sticker. That's, you know, to make it very obvious. Yes, we went to the Fossil Museum. Let's see. Next up is I got this one, which was Tyrantump, Archeops, and the Pikachu as well, all in a cool little pose. It's another really cool one. And this is the Lincoln Park Zoo one that I got. It's kind of a big paw print, so it's kind of cool as well. Tell them the child's story. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. And then one other thing too, while we were there, we got some Giordano's pizza, which for those who don't know, Chicago is also very well known for their deep dish pizzas. So of course we had to buy this, the Chicago deep dish pizza. And it was phenomenal. It is some of the best pizza I've ever had, period. And I always loves me some good pizza. Oh, let's see. Next up, we'll do the pins. So, okay. Can I have the rest of the pizza? No. In fact, it's all gone now. All the pizza's gone. I'm sorry. But next up are the pins. The pins are really, really cool. And so I will preface, I actually do not have all of them yet. There are some of them that we had to order online. So it is currently being shipped as we speak. So in particular, I'll show you the ones that we got in person. So the first one we got in person, I'll time travel and take you out before you get, no, it's my pizza. Even old past me, it's still my pizza. So the first one in particular, she got a Suicune pin, which is, Suicune is one of Maige's absolute favorite Pokemon. She loves Suicune. Pretty much second generation was her favorite generation. So anything from second gen, she usually really likes. So she got that one. And as far as that goes, pretty much everything else, her and I kind of got duplicates of. So we got the 7 and the 10K pins, which were a lot of fun. You can kind of see it. So these are all made of metal also. The next one in particular, these ones are less exciting, but they're still kind of cool. So one of the things you can get in the games is you can place down lures on different Pokestops and be able to then lure in more Pokemon, which also has the ironic and unintended aspect of also luring players as well. So these are two lures in particular. There is the purple regular lure and then the silver bluish color one, which if I remember correctly, this is the, oh my gosh, I'm blanking so hard. It looks very similar to the ice lure, but I think it's the metal lure if I remember correctly. So we have both of these. Then we got a metal keychain of a Pokestop, which the center does move, and it is phenomenal. It is really, really cool. It's like my new favorite fidget toy, to be honest. And then the last two in particular, this one is one that I only have. It is the pin of the exact same thing as on the shirts, but it is the metal pin for this year's Go Fest. And then the last one, which is honestly, in my opinion, the coolest one, even though it doesn't look like it, is the 2026 Go Fest VIP pin. So the wife and I, we were making, like, this was going to be a big trip for us. There's only, we basically go on vacation maybe once a year, if that. And because of that, we were wanting to go, this is our one big vacation for the year. So we went all out and we bought everything that you could buy when it comes to Pokemon Go, as far as like the pre-order stuff that you could do. So with that being said, this was basically our VIP pin. It was quite literally a VIP pass. We could show this and flash this to other people in the park, and we would get special access to certain areas of the park. So it was really, really cool. It was a lot of fun to be able to kind of just be like, yeah, I'm a VIP. And then they just, right this way, sir. It was great. So there was this one, and I'll talk a little bit more about this a little bit later. And then let's see, what other things did we get? This was one of the things we got. It's kind of like a pull tab it's like a pull tab that you would attach to like a zipper or something. And this is for the Nababerry. There weren't a ton that we could get. There was only so much free stuff that we could get. And this was one of the free things that we could get. And they were running limited on a lot of other different stuff. So we ended up got this as well. And then a few of the things that I don't have here, but because it's with the wife, is she had the couple other different like lure, same thing as these, the lure, but the keychain variants. So she has that on currently, ironically enough, her water bottle, which is funny. And then let's see, I think those are pretty much all the pins in particular. I guess a few other like kind of miscellaneous things, and is both the wife and I got paper Pikachu hats because they hand these out like everywhere, and we never got them during the Go Fest in 2013 or 2023. So we got them here. So they are very, very cheap, and they are definitely made of paper, but we got 2 of these, which is fun. So I'm going to be putting this somewhere in my background eventually. And then last thing as well, before we get to the plushies, we also got a huge poster for the Fossil Museum, which was also really, really cool. I'm going to have to figure out a way how to frame this and to be able to put it up in my future office. I absolutely want to have this hanging up somewhere because it was such a fun event to go to. Let's see. And then now finally, for one of the basically main events, the thing that I was most excited, or one of the most exciting things for me, was the plushed animals, the stuffed animals, all of the stuff that we got for Pokemon. So now all of the more stuff that we keep in the back in my background. So this isn't going to be in no particular order. It's just going to be the ones that I can grab first. So the first one, I have a giant Mega Altaria. It is so soft. It is like a cloud. It is amazing. This is one of the bigger ones in particular. I had a goal that I would get the big, if they sold a like ridiculously big plush, I would buy it and I would bring it home and I would somehow figure out how to carry it around, because I thought it would just be so funny to just be carrying around a giant plush. So we got Mega Altaria, which is really, really fun. I'm just going to be putting it directly behind me for right now, but it will definitely be, I'm definitely going to be finding a better place to put it because I know I block this whole gap behind me. The next one up is another really fun one. I got a Wooloo. It's a little Wooloo, but the cool thing about it is, if you can see, it's all knitted. It is a knitted Wooloo, and it has one of the coolest textures ever. It is nice and soft as well, but it's just a little knitted Wooloo. It's so fun and it's so cute. So this is a lot of fun. We had a heck of a lot of fun with this. And this is one of the few ones that we got duplicates of, because I knew my wife would want one, and I knew I could not have her let me keep that in the background as a decoration. She's like, oh, I'm wanting this for myself. So we got the Wooloo. We got 2 Wooloos, which is fun, which I'm very happy about because they basically like sold out immediately. And Pichu, because funny enough, Pichu is another one of my favorite Pokemon. It is not my absolute favorite, but it is one of my favorite Pokemon. And I really badly want a nice little cute Pichu. So I has cute Pichu now. Next up, this is one of my wife got. It is a Lugia plush. As I mentioned, or as the aforementioned, she really likes 2nd generation. So any Pokemon in 2nd gen, she really loves. So this is one of the ones that she got. So she got a wonderful little Lugia plush, which ironically enough for right now, she did say that I can keep in the background of my stream. We'll just plop them right there. Why not? Next up is a little tiny excavator Pikachu, but this one attaches onto a bag. So we have 2 of these. So I get one for my bag and then she gets one for hers. And I'm going to keep this off to the side because it will probably never be seen on stream unless I bring my bag. It looks so bold. I know. The next one in particular that I also got, the bigger version that you will be seeing on stream all the time. Everything's nice and plush. This is another one of the limited edition ones. So this is another really fun one, and I will be keeping in the background of my stream. I don't know exactly where, but we're gonna find somewhere. Keep them right there for right now. Step on it. No, I'm not gonna step on it. No. Let's see. Let's show a couple more of mine. So this is another one that I got. It's a little Lucario, and he'll be setting up with the other Lucario. Next up is the most derpiest looking Rayquaza ever. This dude looks so derpy, and it's hilarious how derpy he looks. I have tried my best to try to like flatten and straighten out some of his little parts that stick out, but it just does not do that great of a job. But it is so funny. This is one that's supposed to sit up like this, but it doesn't really sit up that great. But we're just gonna keep it right there for now. Even though it's just barely out of camera for right now. Another one that's kind of fun. We have a little tiny Natu, but this is one that actually attaches onto a shoulder strap of your bag. So it kind of looks like he's like up on your shoulder, which is really, really fun. This is one that the wife got and she really, really enjoys it. She had it on for basically the entire trip, which was really, really fun. Oh, for a moment I was about to say, I feel a metal plate in here. Does this mean that it's going to be popped off? But no. So this one will be one that will be on our bag. And we're in the middle of ads. So I'm going to hold off for just another minute or so. Drinking some water while I still can. Let me actually move the rest of these plushes just a little bit closer. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see. Last but not least, we are getting pretty dang close, which is nice. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna take off my hat though. I think I remember correctly, we did it this way for a while. We were kind of like a little hat right there. And then we'll just put the Purveyor Pikachu. I don't know. There's just not enough room. That's my problem. Maybe or maybe not. I'm back. Yeah, that was oh, I guess you did just get back. Sounds good. Welcome back. I'm trying to figure out exactly how I positioned everything before. I think I'm just kind of gonna do that for right now. It's okay. There are a few more left. So the next one up, the next two up are actually from, or that there is ones that the wife got. She got a little tiny Cyndaquil. And this is such a soft Cyndaquil. It is so soft, especially the fire. The fire is very, very soft. So this one she said I could keep in the background for a while. But yeah, so now I have a little Cyndaquil. Just put him right there, even though it's just barely out of camera for right now. Another one of her absolute favorites from 2nd gen. A tiny little Tyranitar. Look at little tiny T-Tar. T-Tar's so tiny. And also looks very, very derpy and flat-faced. It's a good time. But I am going to put him up right there for right now. And then, last but not least, especially with everything, it is another sitting cutie. Actually, the Rayquaza is also sitting cutie as well. Even though I don't see exactly why he's cute. He looks derpy, if anything. But the very last one, I felt like it'd be a crime if I didn't get something. I got a Ditto plush. I felt like I needed to get a Ditto plush at least for the fact that I played Pokopia. And because I thought it'd be kind of fun to have like an actual physical version on my desk. The part in particular, you can kind of tell in the camera, but you can't entirely because my camera sucks and it's not that great of quality. The coolest part about it is it's also kind of knitted. It's like a knitted, it's not soft. It has a bit more of like a harder texture, but it is a very, very cool looking Ditto. So I made sure to get that just again, because of Pokopia. So I could kind of have a physical representation of, hey, I played that game and I really enjoyed it. And this one's another one that I have no idea where I'm going to put it for right now. So I'm going to put it right here on top of my computer. Probably won't work very well, but that's fine. Throw him against the wall. No, he doesn't spline out that way. Last but not least, I think that's basically everything. Oh, okay, there's one more thing that I forgot because I put him off to the side and I forgot that I got him. With everything that I have behind me. From the original. I had to. It's a little tiny Snorlax. He's so tiny and so Snorlaxy. So I have no idea where we're gonna put him for right now. But we're gonna keep him right there for right now. Sure, why not? But it's pretty fun. I like him a lot. He's so tiny and he's so great. And I love him. Other than that though, yeah, that's basically everything. Everything else we have are duplicates or is like really, really boring paperwork stuff. So yeah. Oh, I guess I can show the one last thing in particular. Can we make the big Snorlax Canon baby? Canon baby, the InvaPrauvs and the ICU. And it not the intensive care unit, but the Inva cinematic universe. That'd be funny. Maybe, possibly. Although I do have a tiny little I have a Munchlax in particular. I don't have it here at my temporary location. It's actually saved and put away. I'll tell you this much. I have way more stuffed animals than just the ones that are being shown. I have a lot more. I just didn't have room to put it here, and I only brought a couple. But then we stayed here longer, and you know, I already told that whole story before. Give him the tiny black headband. That'd be funny. I'll have to see if I can figure out something for that. But I guess the next portion in particular, this is going way longer than I was expecting. Let's kind of go through some of the other photos in particular. I think let's do that. Let's see. I think I would need to do it this way. Let us switch to here and fix the audio so that it's not just my game audio. But let's turn this. I mean, I guess I could just keep this at where it was at. Hold on. Let me just keep it right there. And then let's see. I will just mute this for right now and keep this at like, I don't know, like right here. I'm gonna do it a little bit lower. That's fine. Yeah, that works. But okay. And then last but not least, I need to update this. Let's see. I need to get rid of that. And then same exact thing here. There we go. So this was the stream event that I had. Thanks, GUI. I knew it was coming eventually. If you were nice about it, I'll keep it there, but don't do it every 5 minutes because I want to try to get through all of this. But okay, so here is the photos and the pictures that we were able to take, which was a heck of a lot of fun. So starting things off, hey, you do that, I will turn it off. So this was the train station that we were at. That so you can see it's a pretty long and pretty normal looking train station that we went to. It was a bit outside of Chicago because we wanted to make sure to have like a decent amount of time to be able to just relax and to cool down. So we actually got a hotel that's a bit farther away, and it gave us a little bit more of a downtime to sit in the train, which was a lot of fun. But then this was the area for the pop-up store. This was the pop-up Pokemon boutique store. So they had these huge arches in particular for Pokemon Go, all of the different main people that they had. And then this was the inside of the pop-up shop. So we only took very small video clips in particular, but you can also see, here am I with my big old wide brim hat looking super chunky as always as a side profile. And then my hiking backpack, which we would eventually fill to the brim. You're shorter than I thought. Well, the store in particular was really big. It was a lot bigger than we were thinking, like from floor to ceiling. But they had a lot of really, really cool decorations everywhere. This is again on the outside of this was actually like right outside of the store entrance. there was a nice little fountain. They had a bunch of flags everywhere. And it was a very, very nice day in particular. And then, okay, so from here on outwards, okay, not here from on outwards. For the next little bit, we're going to be like in the park itself. So this was where we were going to be doing the VIP entrance and getting our pre-order bonus stuff. And it was also a lot of fun to sit in line. This was the inside of the shop. It's going to be, again, another small video, but this was the inside the pop-up shop. This was before the rest of the public was actually able to go in. It's because we had VIP access, we could get in before everyone else, which was really, really cool. And for some reason, this is not wanting to load. Dang it. I guess I'll like try to explain it. It was simply just a huge tent that they popped up onto into the park itself. And there were a bunch of different like areas with a bunch of stuffed animals, a bunch of huge bins that were all on the floor, and that you could go and dig through for a bunch of different stuffed animal plushies. Yeah, man, it's not wanting to load at all. Hold on, let me do this. Let me reload. There we go. So yeah, it was pretty dang big. There was still probably a very long portion of this that kept going. And then it kept going even further on down here. And it was just filled to the brim with all the different shirts from all the different years of GoFest, because again, this is the 10th year anniversary. They had all of the GoFest shirts, which was really cool. And then on top of all of that, let's see. So, okay, some of the photos are gonna be a little bit more mixed. When we went to Giordano's, we were very excited about. It was a long day at that point, and we all hopped in to Giordano's. This was part of the train station in Chicago that we went to. A lot of areas to walk around, and it felt like an airport, even though it was like very far below underground. Oh, all right. This one is a fun story. So when we were getting to the train station one morning, we were pulling up into a parking spot, and all of a sudden the next thing we know, it sounded as if I hit the curb, and I was like, oh my gosh. And the wife went, Inva, hold on, stop. And then we like rewinded a little bit back, and then we were like looking around, looking at the car looked totally fine-ish. I mean, okay, disregard the bugs, but we noticed this, and we found out, oh my gosh, I hit a cheapo water bottle, and it exploded and went flying away from our wheel. And so it ended up that it landed right on the sidewalk, and we absolutely destroyed it. It was so funny though when we figured out what it was. It was a pretty great moment. So now this was the Field Museum. This is one of the entrances in particular. They had all the huge banners coming down from the top, and it looks basically the exact same way on the other side of it as well. And then on the inside, when you walk in, you have the huge fossils area. And it ended up that the area that we needed to go to was like behind the elephants right here, off to the left. There was one area in particular that was funny. It had a very, very bright shoes, and I was wearing my iCUE and Bergamite shirt, which was a lot of fun. There was this as well, and as like a mural as you were sitting in line and waiting. And then they had a bunch of these different images of all the different fossil type Pokemon all around, all on against the glass as well. And they were pretty dang cool. And then from the actual museum itself, the actual museum was so cool. Ended up that it was a bunch of like, here's what it would look like. Here's like a fossil, or what a fossil would look like in real life. And then it would have like other like skeletal fossils and stuff. And then it also had little excerpts of like, oh, here's like what all these different Pokemon were based off of. So like, for instance, you have Aerodactyl that shows the old amber right here. And then you have the other pterodactyls as well, or what they're actually based off of, and kind of where we found like basically the inspiration for how this was found out about, which was from this, it shows more about this on the information here. And so, yeah, you can see like the old, like a replica of the old amber, and then another like, but it actually was based off of. There's a bunch of different info pages like this with other interesting fun facts about each different Pokemon. And then, you know, but we took so many pictures here because it was really, really cool. There was Tortuga and Caracosta as well, and their fossils and what they're based off of. Of course, there was Relicanth and the Coelacanth it's based off of. And, you know, of course, I had to. It's 3rd gen. It's my boy. And then they also had like a realistic life-size Ammonite, as well as an Amistar with the Helix fossil. You know, all hail the Helix fossil. And then, you know, plenty of other different, like, I'm just going to kind of go through these a little bit quicker just to kind of get through a lot of them. There were so many really, really cool photos of so many really, really cool statues of all these different fossils. And all, like, basically how they did replicas for everything. It was really, really cool. Again, highly recommend going and checking it out for yourself. It is a lot of fun. In particular, there's a lot of cool Easter eggs and a lot of cool little nods to a bunch of different stuff. This was the how my bag looked after we picked it up and bought it. And this is what I was walking around with. Fun fact, you can see the goldfish that I brought with me. I put it in the bottom of the bag, but the wife sneaked a fun picture for this as I was kind of putting everything together and setting everything up. Here's the other side of the Field Museum. In all the play, pretty much. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. If you see a person on their phone at all in any of these photos, they're playing Pokemon Go. This is not an exaggeration. Every single person in this photo is playing Pokemon Go. It is insane. And basically the entire city was the exact same way. Tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of people all playing Pokemon Go. Some other banners as well that were just kind of put everywhere. Here's kind of like the Chicago city side map. So you could have basically there was the area, like, so, okay, there was the actual park itself, Grant Park, which is what you can see right here, which was in the collection district. And then you could also buy a citywide pass where you can walk around the whole city and catch Pokemon in all these different areas and zones throughout the entire city of Chicago. So this was really, really cool to do as well. And so I made sure to take a picture of that. And then, oh, wait, hold on. You can't hear that. I'm gonna need to, so because of the fact that because of everything that would go on, of course, we saw this. There was a bunch of inflatables of a bunch of different starters. So then I found this, and then oh wait, dang it, I did the wrong one. It is this one that I need to do. There we go. All right, but yeah. It's Hootie! So there was a Hootie there. So of course I had to freak out and see Hootie, because, you know, we got Hootie here, even though you can only kind of see him. So that's what that was. Yes, that's what that was. It was me checking out Hootie. So there's also one of the sections of the park in Grant Park was a huge Team Rocket Go or Team Rocket section. You can't really tell, but there was a smoke machine that was billowing smoke outside from the very center. And it was pretty cool. It was the most barren out of the whole park, but again, every single person in this shot, every single one is playing Pokemon Go. This was a giant Pikachu that was on the other side of the park. And when I say giant, I mean giant. I don't have a picture of just me with next to the Pikachu, but like, let's put it to you this way. I would basically get up to like this part of basically this part of his leg. That's how huge this giant inflatable Pikachu was. There was also real life lures of everything, which was so cool. And they were actually in game too. So there was the metal lure, there was also the grass lure, the water lure, which was an actual fountain, which I thought was such a neat touch. And then the glacial lure, which also had a really cool aesthetic to it as well. This was the Premier Access Lounge. This was one of the areas in particular that the wife and I had access to. There were lockers all the way on this side that we could get. And then there was also this tent right here. And then behind all of this, let's see if I do this. Oh, dang it. There we go. You can see there's a bunch of different like tables and chairs and a bunch of other different stuff that were set up all around this area, which was really, really cool. I want to lick them. The lures, no, it was not good. I mean, you could have maybe done the water one, but even then. But yeah. And then there was also this, which was kind of cool. I did save, oh, it was only a little one. I might have to see if I can download this and show this. But there was also this really cool like AR section where you could stand in a very specific spot and then it would randomly select a bunch of different Pokemon. And I got what the wife and I have dubbed the Hatterpie. It was really funny. So I have a little, it was a little gif of me going, wow, into the Hatterpie, which was a lot of fun. It was kind of a fun little side thing that you could do there. Let's see. So, okay, this is what I was talking to you about before. And Buggy, if you're here, this is the moment when I was telling you I will show you later. So this is the huge raid. So every single time slot that you paid for. So we did Friday afternoon. That was our time slot that we did. And so because of that, we had the chance to be able to do, we were able to do a huge singular massive raid for a Mega Mewtwo. Both Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y. We had over 1,200 people in this singular Mega Mewtwo raid. It was insane. We beat it so quickly in retrospect for over 1,000 people all fighting the exact same Pokemon. This thing had to have had the most insane amount of HP. But yeah, we had over 1,200, and you can see in this one, we had 1,265 in total, where we were fighting just the Mega Mewtwo Y. So it was crazy how many people were in this raid. Also, as they were cleaning up shop, they pulled up the Pokeballs, and we had to take a picture with all of them, all the inflatable Pokeballs all over the park. I had to take a picture of this, take a screenshot of this because it was funny. Of course, I had to get level 6-7 while I was there. And then we also did a boat tour as well. This was outside of the park. This was when this was kind of our relaxing day. After we did the actual official event, we did a boat tour just to kind of relax, just to breathe. It was a great time. And so we did that. That was a heck of a lot of fun. And then we ended up having to go back and take a bunch more like videos and stuff of like the rest of the park because we didn't take it on the day that we were actually doing it. So this was like the area that had all the different food trucks everywhere. And yeah, this was like another kind of part of like one of the entrances of the park. Giving the grand tour. Basically, yeah. You're terrible, Jennifer, specifically screenshot. Oh, dude, I screenshot all of every single level that I take. I got it. I got 67 while I was in the park, which I thought was fun. So there was this entrance as well, where it was kind of blocked off. This was the connection between the south portion of the park and the northern portion. And off to the left here was where the Go Rocket team was. And then this was like another area that you could walk down This huge gate over here was if you wanted to take pictures with Pikachu and Eevee. It's not funny. It's attention state. I know. And but yeah, there's just so many cool little places right here. I mean, even right here, you can see the whole map of the place where there's the Team Rocket. This was taken right about like right here in the center. It's not working. I'll have to just keep it. So yeah, so there's this part right here that it's like right below the big fountain, which they had also all of these everywhere too. They were basically like charging stations where you can kind of sit around and plug in your phone if you needed to charge. And then all these people, and then on top of all of that, there was the huge fountain in the center, which was so pretty and it was so cool. It was also a real Pokestone. It was in game. Yes, it was. Another entry area for the conservatory area, which was like the very center of the park. There we go. But yeah, it was a very nice breeze since it was pretty close to Lake Michigan. So we had a pretty nice breeze as well. Picture of or video of the actual fountain itself, which was really, really pretty. Here was where this was the line to get into the merchandise store, and then the whole store itself, which you can see was hold on. It was very long. It was a very long store, and it had tons and tons and tons of stuff inside. There was also a giant inflatable Jigglypuff, which was funny. So you could all pose next to the giant Jigglypuff, and there were staff members at every single photo booth area that you could take pictures at. This was the VIP area that you could pick up, and then if you went off to the left, went to the VIP entrance to the store, because we had our own little entrance to the store, which is pretty cool. Nah, that's creepy. And then on top of all of that, they had a bunch of huge fabric cutouts of all the different loading screens over the years. So they had all of like a lot of their biggest updates, all of a bunch of different loading screens. And that was another really, really cool part. And it was like all in a row. Basically, it was all, you could go down one area, turn around, and then go down the other, and you can check them all out. But yeah, there was a lot of really, really cool loading screens that were all being displayed everywhere. Another entrance to the another area, another section of the inside of the park. This was the northern section, which was so cool. There was huge arches, there were huge arching tents, all for each different team, with tons of different player areas to take pictures at. And this was, so yeah, this area in particular was huge. They had huge gates, another more inflatable arches as well that you could take pictures at. And then they had different, like, yeah, another entrance to a different zone. Other different signs like saying, oh, watch your step. More different signs that are all lined up all around here. It was just so cool. It was so cool to see all these people playing Pokemon Go and seeing all of these different banners everywhere. As well as there were a bunch of different areas where, like, if you were just getting tired of walking, you could pay for them to just basically wheel you around and go wherever you needed them to go. That was also kind of fun. We never did it because they were really expensive. It was like 20 bucks for a ride. And so, yeah. And then this is a final picture of the entire hall. Minus, actually, no, this has a couple other different things that I couldn't show off because they were upstairs. So, like, for instance, here's all the keychains that the wife got. You have the map for the Field Museum. But yeah, this was everything all in display. Oh, and that's right. No, I don't know exactly where that's at. I'm gonna have to go and find it. But there was something else as well. You can see it right on top of this sweatshirt. I also got a little tiny plastic Snorlax pin. No, it wasn't a pin. It's a little piece of plastic. It was really, really cute. There was a little girl who walked up to us when we were about to hop onto the train, and she came up and was like, "Hey, would you want a little plastic Pokemon picture?" We're like, are you just wanting to give it to us? And she's like, "Yeah." And we're like, "Oh." She pulls a little hand knit bag that was just, it was just like a bunch of oh my gosh, my mind is blanking. It was just it's like a little hand knit bag of just all of these little tiny acrylic pictures of all different stuff from Pokemon. It was so cute. And the fact this little girl was just like, "Here, we bought all of these from Etsy so that we could hand it out and give it to other people who are, give it to all the people who are playing, like playing Pokemon Go." And it was so tender to kind of see her just kind of just giving it out just for the love of the game. Kind of felt like it. We also got a few other things, like other postcards that we got all throughout the park. And then these other taller ones were also loading screen postcards that we could get. So it's been fun kind of writing different postcards to different people who were there or who weren't there that we could give to. But yeah, so it was a lot. It was a lot of stuff, and we had to keep almost all of this in a huge hiking backpack. And we were able to do it. We were able to fit everything in. And thankfully, a lot of these were very compactable. So it was a good time. But overall, though, my trip was a heck of a lot of fun. And I've realized how much time I spent just talking about my trip. So simple, I mean, possibly. It's very possible. But with all that being said, that was my whole trip. That was, well, mostly all of my trip. There were a few other unnotable things, but this was the biggest stuff. This is the biggest things that I wanted to show off. But yep, so now my background will be looking a lot more filled, which will be really fun, especially because it's from an event that I personally was able to take part of, which was really fun. But with all that being said, let's spend the next half an hour actually playing the game that I accidentally labeled for this entire time. I probably should have labeled it as just chatting. Oopsies, I will have to get better at that. But let's actually jump into the game that we were actually playing. But yeah, that was a good chunk of the trip, which it was so much fun. But let's click on that, switch it back over, and there we go. Never mind. Hold on. I just realized I need to do this. There we go. But yep. Ah, it was a good time. It was a lot of fun in particular. But now let's do something else that is a lot of fun, like making progress in this game. But okay, let's see. We were needing to help the Gorons, if I remember correctly. And that is right. I think we need to make our way up to... Let's come up to here first. But okay. Also, GUI, I appreciate you didn't just spam water for me. I knew it. That's why I didn't take water or drink water yet. Ah, it feels good. That was a lot. There was a lot to talk about, but it was a lot of fun. Honestly, though, oh, actually, you know what? GUI, I'm telling you this now. I'll read this in a second. I'm telling you this now. Next week or next year, they will be doing Go Fest in Chicago again, from what I've been told. So, if you want to join us, you can. I'll try my best to. I will let you know when they do make all of the official announcements and all the tickets will be on sale. I'll let you know. But something to potentially save towards if you wanted to join us. I will tell you now, we will probably also go all out and pay for all of the different passes and tickets for everything. So we will talk about it more after stream, after I get back later tonight, after my big event that I need to take care of after stream. But I was gonna let you know that because it'd be pretty fun to have you there too. But okay, let's I don't remember the voices I was doing for these guys. So we're just gonna wing it. Tired. Let's see. Oh, I caught up. Huh? What's going on over here? Durston, is that you? Yes, Elder Goal. Glad to see you're here after all. Oh, okay, I guess that's the Elder. Oh, I was here all right. I was about to snack on some rock roast deep in the quarry when... whoosh, a rift opened. We got out of there as fast as we could. But now we're too tuckered to move, and I didn't even get any roast. I'm starving. A rift in the quarry? So it's not safe here either. Oh no, what if it starts spreading? What? Would we be able to escape in time? We can escape this in our time. Yes, this is true. I'm too tired and the rift rock roast dangerous, but well, whatever else happens, these folks need some rock roast. Let's see, the path is this way. Look at him go. All right, rock roast quarry, let's do it. We're just gonna plop you right there. There, now you can't harm me. Whoop. No, thank you. Oh, Zelda. This is a rock roast, one of our favorite foods. Please help us a rock in the walk of any Goron. So we gotta deliver some to Elder Goro and others. They'll be all better after this. Nuggets of wisdom number 11. Choose stuff before you do stuff. I love it. That's a phenomenal nugget of wisdom, Darston. Which rock roast is the best, but which one to pick? They all look the same to me. Zelda, maybe you could help him carry some rock roasts. Let me just do this. Let's see. No! Woo. Keep running. Keep going! Let's see. Oh, I thought you were saying... Oh, no, that was the notification that ads are about to start here soon. Wait, oh, I just realized something. Ah, here we go. That succulent aroma! You brought me rock roast! Oh, thank you! I need to do that 3 times. Wow, that was delicious! Thank you so much. I hope you'll bring some for others too. And then he curls back up to, oh, you little bum. All right, let's, you know what? Let's make a quicker path if possible. I can't. Never mind, I cannot. And this is a problem. Hold on. We gotta do world bedtime for a moment. I gotta live, I gotta survive. Hopefully. All right, I think we're good. All right, there we go. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. Let's grab you. Yoink. Goodbye. Perfect, it worked. But okay, let's guess we're just gonna go for it. Actually, wait, I have an idea. Hold on, I'm an idiot. I can just do bedtime. Let me see. Oh, it's not gonna work. Oh no, all the beds are catching on fire. Oh, this is a problem. Let's see. Can I do this? There we go. We'll just do this. It's gonna be a little soggy, but you'll be fine. I'm sure. Left foot, right foot. Left foot, right foot. Nuggets of wisdom number 2. Get your hands moving and your head will follow. Zelda, how'd you carry that over here so fast? Dang it, I need to do this every single time. Now there are ads. Let me just, I smell rock roast. It's rock roast. Thank you. Phew. That was delish. I'm raring to go now. Thanks a ton. Now that you're feeling better, Elder Gull, can I ask you a quick question? We need to find the shortcut that leads to the crater. The was a what? Oh, the shortcut. Now let me think. You know, I can't remember for the life of me. Oh, I see. Anyways, thanks for coming to our rescue. You know, I wasn't too sure about the leadership shakeup, but you're doing great. Everyone seems to be thinking he's doing a good job. And Sylph might know a thing or two about the shortcut. You should ask him. See you around. There they go. I really hoped that, things don't always work out, don't always turn out the way you'd like. Are you okay, Darstan? Yeah. I appreciate Elder Gull's kind words, but I don't know if I agree with them. What do you mean? My father was great at this, but since I've been chief, it's been nothing but chaos. I'm a worrywart, and only ever been good at studying. I'd be useless without my slate. I'd never be a great chief like my father. Sorry for making you listen to all that. We still need to check the Lizalfa Burrow for Elder Sylph. What would Dad have done in this situation? Maybe we should look at the slate again. Darstan's fretting again. Alright, well, we did that part. Also, welcome back. But alrighty, let's see. Whoop. Whoop. Alright, let's see. Let me look and see. So I need to go over there. No, thank you. I do not consent. I guess that works. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Hey, we'll take a piece of heart. You got a piece of heart. Collect 4 and your maximum number of hearts will increase. We will take that. Oh! Hey, look at that. just go for it. Jump down. There we go. There we go. Are you still ending in 10 minutes or 30 minutes or 30 minutes more? I will actually be ending here in about 10 minutes or so. Normally speaking on Mondays for right now. Thanks for the reminder. Normally speaking, I would end at 8 o'clock on Mondays just because I have an event that I would normally need to get to and to help run. But I found out that it was actually getting postponed just a little bit longer. So it's getting postponed for 30 minutes, so I'm actually going till 10 more minutes from now, which is great. Because I knew I was going to be spending a bit of time, and because of the fact that I was starting a little bit later too. But okay, now it's time to walk into here. What's up? Zelda, I'm so sorry. I got all lost in my head again. What's going on? What happened to them? Wowza, Darston, is that you? Oh, there's Sylph. Well, what are you doing here? I've been so worried. What times did you say you'd be available again? I forgot. Probably closer to like... Probably 10 o'clock my time, so probably like 9 o'clock your time. Let's see. I heard there were these new Dark Lizalfos about, so we came to have a look. We were gonna get rid of them, but they were really tough cookies. We had to retreat. So we're waiting in our best defensive position in case they attack. Maybe you should have just headed back. Oh. I've never heard of a Dark Lizalfos before. New species or suddenly evolution? But what would cause it? Everyone feels safer if we got rid of these new Zalfos, but I'm no hunter. Maybe there's a nugget of wisdom for this. There he goes again. But unknown dark creatures. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Zelda? I only can guess. Let's see. You know what I think it's time it is? I think it might be Dark Knot time. Actually, you know what? Let's try the Tektite. Never mind. That did not work. Oh no, I forgot. You need to wind it up. You know what? Let's just do this. No, it doesn't spawn. Dang it. I think it's because we're inside. All that I'm saying is that you're getting 6 more skins than what you got me. Okay, I'll have to ask you some more questions about that later. Let's see, but I got rock potatoes. Hey, we take those. Get them. Oh, never mind. I guess there was just not enough space right here. I don't know. That's weird. I won't question it though. Oh, this would be great. Get him! Oh no, they're catching on fire! No! Alright. You know what? Let's see. You learn this almost like a level 2. Nimble and lizard-like. This creature is resistant to fire and able to leap into close combat from great distances. You know what? Let's do it. Get him! This isn't working as well as I was expecting. But we did it. We take those. Princess Zelda. Ooh, I caught up. You took care of them already? That was so fast. But I got a strange feeling there's more up ahead. Might be dangerous, but I can't keep relying on other people's help. Zelda, you've done so much. Let me go first from here on in. Nugget of Wisdom number 26. You can't lead from the back. It's a great nugget of wisdom. Can't lead from the back. You gotta be in the front. You know what? Before I just jump in and do that. Let's do bedtime. Bedtime to heal up a little bit more and get ready for going into the next area, because I feel like it's probably going to be another fight. It's okay. Let's see. You know what? I think I'm going to do... I still think I probably want to do a Dark Knot. Or I could finally... You know what? No, I am going to do the Dark Knot. Wherever he's at. Let's do level 3, baby! Let's get a nice beefy dude to take care of him. Ow. Dang. That guy just kind of annihilated everyone. I will take it. And I'll take an extra heart right now, too. Zelda, look. Those will be the Darkle's alphas that Elder Silv saw. They haven't noticed us. We can sneak attack them somehow. Probably safer than attacking them head on. Maybe this lady has some advice for this. That is wisdom number 8. Don't look down, look up. Look up. Oh, there's some boulders in the ceiling that look about ready to fall. Wait, I just got an idea. Based on the cave structure, my weight and speed, if I just... Okay! I've got this. Dang! Heck yeah, good job. Yes! Just like I calculated. I got some of them, but there's still a few more to deal with. There aren't any more rock we could use in the ceiling. Is there something else we could do? I wonder. Hey, you all see me, right? Get him. Cool. Beat him up! Is he just gonna fall into the lava? Never mind. We're good. Whoa. Yes, that's the last of them. You're amazing, Zelda. Let's go tell Elder Silv. Really impressive that you two handled those Lizalfos. Gotta admit, I wanted to be the one to do it, but I suppose we can all go home at least. Wait, Elder Silv. Before you go, can I ask you something? Do you know about the shortcut that leads to the crater? Oh, yes, the shortcut. Now, where was it? Can't recall a thing, I'm afraid. I see. Well, thank you anyways. I want to say, Darston, I'm really impressed with how you're doing so far. I had some concerns about how you'd take being chief, but you're proving me wrong. Oh, and Colin might remember that crater shortcut you're after. Anyhow, if you'll excuse us. They left. Just like that. I really thought he'd know, but maybe I'm not cut out for this like Dad was. What do you mean? Well, my father was strong, dependable, everyone respected him. But, Darston, you helped defeat these monsters. Only because I had my dad's slate. I can make calculations, but I don't have the skills to really unite people like he could. I told him I could do this, but I'm scared. I was lying to both of us. To us both, Black. But I don't want to give up. I'm not going to be the kind of chief my father was, and that's okay, because I'm not him. I'm me. And I will do everything I can to help everyone. After everything that's happened, it's okay to do things my way as chief. So let's head back to the Goron city and speak with the elders again. I have a hunch talking more with Goro and Silv might jog their memories. Meet you there. He seems like he's doing better. And we did it. Ah, yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else in particular that I would want to take a look at while I'm over here? And probably it'd be helpful if I had the map up. There we go. So let's see. Let's go back to... I'm surprised that there wasn't a... I'm surprised there wasn't a thing here. Oh, we'll take that. Sure, why not? I'm surprised there wasn't a Oh, that's not gonna work. No, thank you. You know what? No. Oh, dang it. Sure, we'll just open that rift and then just not deal with. I'll deal with it later. Okay, I was about to say, what the heck is that? Oh, I went way too far. Let me come over here. So wait, hold on. Where the heck is the village? Summon Cave, Lizalfo, Rockroast Quarry. Oh, I'm an idiot. I can just warp right here. Never mind. For some reason I saw the little entrances and I'm like, oh, those are the entrances of the different houses or something. Look at the time. I know. It is time for me to be done for the night though. But with that being said, thank you so much for everybody who stopped by and joined me. I apologize if in particular watching through all of my fun adventures that I had wasn't nearly as fun or exciting, but I hope you all had a good weekend in particular. And I'm going to kind of reshuffle and reallocate my perspective, so it's a little bit easier to see what's going on with my my new background. Kind of. Let me do something like this. We'll just do that for now. It works. But with that being said, thank you very much for all those who joined me for tonight. And with that being said, I will be seeing you guys back tomorrow to continue on playing a lot more this time. A lot more Zelda tomorrow. But with that being said, I hope you all have a good night, and I will see you guys all at a later point. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.